The United Nations is warning of a humanitarian catastrophe unfolding in the Middle East following 10 days of strikes on Lebanon. Lebanese are finding themselves displaced and they have been crossing into neighboring war-torn Syria. The United Nations Refugee Agency's representative in Lebanon told Euronews that people might try to reach Europe despite the high costs and risks for those fleeing.
Logistically, from a safety point of view, not easy to go anywhere else, but flee within Lebanon or go to Syria, because otherwise the options would be going towards Cyprus and Europe by boats, and that is logistically difficult, less safe, and for many also extremely expensive. I heard quite ridiculous high prices that one now has to pay in order to get onto a boat to Europe.
According to Lebanese authorities, almost 1 million people have been displaced, which is approximately 20% of the country's entire population. Lebanon is also home to 1.5 million Syrian refugees and has a dire political and economic situation. The UN has called for financial support to ensure basic life-sustaining services and infrastructure.
All our programs of UNHCR, the refugee agency, but many other organizations, we all need money. We launched an appeal together with the government earlier this week. 425 million is desperately needed in a range of sectors across agencies.
Last Sunday, the European Commission announced 10 million euros in humanitarian aid. The EU has also repeatedly called for a ceasefire in Gaza and now in Lebanon.
There we have no influence as humanitarians. We can only indicate what the consequences are of decisions not being taken, things not changing. And if that is the case, then we need to all brace ourselves for an increasingly large and precarious humanitarian catastrophe.
The Israeli military said the ground operation in Lebanon was aimed at destroying infrastructure used by Hezbollah, and it had no plans for a wider operation. But the Iranian missile strike on Israel on Tuesday night leaves the future of the conflict open.